Hey y'all, it's Queenly Vibes here. How's everyone doing today? Let me go ahead and turn up my sound. Give me 1 second. How's everyone doing today? Greetings and TGIF. Thank God it is Friday. We made it yet again. So I'm giving my Father all the honor and the glory. And I pray that you all are having a blessed Friday thus far. So I tried to I tried to do a live or what have you. So I still got to play around with a couple of things just to figure this whole, YouTube out and all of that good stuff. So anyhow, I just wanted to come on and do a mukbang since I'm having lunch right now. I've been out a little bit earlier because I had to take my son to the doctors and stuff like that. So I said, okay, well, let's just grab lunch, come home really quickly, because when you eat, you want to be able to, at least I do. I like to, be able to brush my teeth again, kind of freshen up before I head out again because I do have stuff that I need to do. So yeah, I'm gonna head out, after I eat and freshen up, all of that good stuff. Anyhow, if you're stopping by my channel for the first time, I certainly appreciate it. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. Feel free to, leave a comment. I love conversation. I love having, intelligent, shall I say, conversations and everything. So yeah, I said, let me do a mukbang. Is it mukbang or mukbang? I don't know. I don't know what they're calling it. Sometimes, I enjoy watching mukbangs or what have you. I'm a foodie. I love really good food and everything. So I don't have, my camera set up properly, but this is what I'm having for lunch. I love, and don't judge me, what have you. I love McDonald's fish fillet meal. So I have the fish fillet here. I hope you guys can see it. Like I said, on this laptop, it's kind of blurry or what have you. So I have the fish fillet meal along with fries. Let's see if I can get a good shot here. Anyhow, and I love McDonald's sweet tea. So this is what I have. Trying my best to cut back on sodas. I don't buy soda, but every once in a while when I grab fast food, I will get a soda. It's kind of like a little treat to myself and everything. So we're gonna go ahead and bless the food, give thanks, and let's just have a conversation. Okay. Amen. And if you guys are, leave a comment and let me know what you all had for lunch, or if you're having lunch right now or what have you. This is why I really wanted to set up that live, because I want to interact with you guys and everything and see faces and or just I don't know, engage, or what have you. And normally I like to dip my fries with barbecue sauce because this is what I like to order from McDonald's. I like to get, of course, the fish fillet meal with like a 6-piece chicken nugget. So I dip with fries and then I'll dip with ketchup or what have you. Just greedy, just good and greedy. But like I said, don't come for me because I do believe in eating good hot food. I love hot food, rice, chicken, beans, all of that good stuff. So I'm not a health nut, but I do believe in, eating well. Mainly, I like to eat hot cooked food. what have you. But, hey, I feel like, when you can treat yourself, treat yourself, treat your kids and, all of that good stuff. It's a blessing. So the sweet tea is so good. And I had a straw, not sure what happened to it. Anyhow, so I just wanted to come on and just discuss some things because what was actually on my mind this morning, I started thinking about how shady people can be. You know, I started thinking about how shady people can be. Have you ever noticed, for those of you who are, have Facebook and, and all of that sort of stuff. So a lot of you probably are connected to on Facebook and Instagram and, all of your social media platform. You're probably connected to like family, family members, old classmates that you grew up with or what have you. Um, I am, most of us are. You're connected to pretty much people who are somewhat, familiar with you. Um, you're probably connected to, coworkers, things of that nature, people you have met in the past or what have you. And, if you were on Facebook since like, when did Facebook come out? I think like 2010, 20, um, yeah, something like that. I'm not sure. Yeah. So, you're connected to a lot of people who have grown to become familiar with you. And again, especially like family members, old classmates. So I was just thinking this morning, I never forget, but let me just tell you this story really quickly. Excuse the chewing and all of that. Okay, so I put in my story time. Growing up, I wanted to, I'm the artsy type. A lot of my talents dwell in the arts or what have you. I wanted to be in dance class. The furthest I came to like dancing or what have you, in high school, I was a flag girl, you know, but, and I was very good at it. I was into, you know, like the Alvin Ailey dancing. That was my skill of dance or what have you. I love doing interpretive dancing, things of that nature or what have you. Now, more or less, I'm definitely into more of like praise and worship dancing and also, um, just like modern dancing or what have you. And, as I mentioned, I used to write a lot. I still write from time to time when I'm feeling inspired or what have you. I may write a poem, something like that. And also was into singing, songwriting, all this sort of stuff, right? And acting. Since I was never trained or, put in classes and, all of that good stuff or what have you, So I'm just doing a lot of things now. I'm just living, I'm pretty much just, I've learned to put my faith in the Lord where I don't fear living out the talents and different things that He have given me. That's what we have them for, right? So if you're always in fear, how will you, use that talent or what have you? If you allow fear and what people think, or the things that people may say about you, if you allow that to to stop you, and you simply you can't, in other words, you can't always do what's comfortable and expect for change. It's just, it's not going to happen. you know and faith without works is dead. you know and I'm not saying, I'm saying do things to glorify God. you know and it's not a sin to, and I know in church, especially how I grew up in church, it I won't say it was frowned upon, but you just never talked about, oh, I want to act, I want to model, I want to do this, I want to do that, you know, oh, I want to be a dancer, stuff like that. You know, how I grew up in church, everything was like, oh, Jesus is coming, and don't let him catch you with your work undone, and all of that, right? But as I said, on this journey, you learn more about the Lord on your own, in your own personal walk with Him. You know. Anyhow, back to what I was saying. So I was just thinking this morning. Oh yeah, it was something shady that went on, and I said, well, you know what? People, are really a trip. They think you can't figure out shade that they're throwing you. If they're side eyeing you, all of that, whatever. You're gonna have to get to a place where you just let people talk, let people say what they need to say about you. Just be your true original self. And I've learned that's what people envy, because if you're taking if you're stepping out on faith and you're doing some things that God, is blessing you to do, and you're growing, you know, and you're not stuck in a comfortable rut, what have you. People seeing you doing something different than what you normally would do, and that's, for instance, like I may get on Facebook or Instagram, definitely TikTok, and, just share my devotion, minister the word, and stuff like that, you know. And, people, may shade it or what have you, be like, oh, it don't take all of that or what have you. But guess what? For me, it does. For someone else, it may take all of that, and that's what we should do as Christians, anyhow. Share our faith, share our word. Like, we can share everything else. Why not that? What's the harm in that? And what I notice is that people love when you put out a bunch of filth. And again, I'm going to get back to my original point. McDonald's fries are the best, especially when they're hot. These are kind of, because I've been home for a minute, so I didn't, I'm just now eating. Yeah, so I remember I posted a reel, you know. You know how you can go on Facebook and Instagram and you can post a reel, which I think are awesome, you know, especially, you know, if you're the artsy type, you know, those reels and everything can be quite fun, you know, quite interesting and everything. And, you know, use it as a tool to, you know, put out your best or what have you, you know. So I posted a reel. It was, I don't know what, oh my gosh, I can't think of what the reel is called or what have you. But anyhow, I was doing a little bit of acting with a lady, like a church sister was encouraging me, and you know, she was speaking kind of baffled and all of that, and it was kind of funny. And mind you, I've never, you know, I didn't do stuff like this before on Facebook and stuff like that. You know, we'll just post quotes and all of that good stuff. You know, the normal stuff that people post on Facebook, Instagram. You know, all of that. You know, everyone is in, you know, is into either everyone is either Christian or you know they're living their best life, they're vacationing, they're just living you know such a fabulous lifestyle. They have the best marriages, the best kids, you know, all of that good stuff. We all know that, right? So anyhow, like I said, as for me on my journey, I'm learning to just step out on faith more and everything. And I'm like, you know what? I wanted to post a reel. And, you know, it's like, it's what I'm going to do. So I posted it, got a few likes or what have you. No biggie. It's a Facebook friend that I have that you know, went to high school with. Mind you, she wasn't really my friend, but she's someone that, you know, I would say, hey, you know, or what have you. But I really don't know her like that. But I'm familiar with her. She's familiar with me. And we've been Facebook friends now for, I don't know, maybe a decade, you know. So, and I think she's a minister or what have you. And what's so interesting to me, after I posted that reel, she went on her um, story, you know, on Facebook where you can see up top pictures and, you know, whatever. Kind of like it's, you know, it's the space where you have to click on and see what the person, you know, posted, like a video or whatever, something like that. She goes on there. Now, mind you, I'm going to share with you a little bit of the personality of how this person posts on social media. You know, at least this is what she want people to see coming from her. She made this little announcement. She was like, boy, people really need to stop going so hard um, for social media. Living, you know, live and be yourself. You know, she went into this whole little rant that she had never done before. Mind you, anytime I would post in my story feed, she always clicks it. You know, she was always watching what I'm doing. She's clicking because I used to do little, and here and there I still do little short like 15-second videos and stuff like that. And, something encouraging. And, again, that, and, because this is how I live my life, by faith, um, staying encouraged through the word. It's not because I'm just some, you know, happy go lucky nut. No, it's because this is how my life is. And this is how God have changed my heart. The joy of the Lord is our strength. Like, I'm a positive, ambitious type of person. I don't like to stay down in a rut. I have my problems the same as the next person. But my thing is, for me and other faith walkers, we know that God, through his word, is the solution. And, just living out life, we one step at a time. We're going to figure it out as we go. But I don't believe in staying in a rut. I don't believe, I get sad. I may shed some tears and stuff like that. And, I have my hardships and everything else, like anyone else, you know. But the thing about it, the word tells us that weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. So, we have to keep moving forward. It's all a part of life. You keep moving forward. If not, you don't stay in a rut. You don't become overwhelmed or what have you with depressions and, because you um, don't want to be stuck there where you become completely depressed or, or what have you. You don't want that weighing you down, you know. And if you depend on the Lord, he will truly keep you healed in every cycle of your life. And I know because I've experienced that. And again, like I say, I'm still on this journey, still learning and growing. Anyhow, she was so bothered by that. She felt the need to, I guess, let me know that I'm doing the most or what have you. you know, I thought it was hilarious. Now, this is the interesting part to me, and she's not the only one. I see people, throw shade at people all the time on Facebook or whatever with their words and stuff like that. Um, Throwing shade constantly. And I think it's hilarious. Um, this individual is completely, in my opinion, very self-absorbed. She's very, very vain. Um, she loves posing, taking numerous pictures and posting. Any little thing that's going on, she's posting. When the election and all of that was going on, she posed with her pearls and her sneakers, to show support for Kamala Harris. Just every little bit, she's posing and she's just ready, to show the world. Mind you, I don't care about stuff like that. I feel like, hey, if you like it, I love it. Like, it doesn't bother me. Certain things I may chuckle about, but listen, I ain't pressed for what nobody is really doing. Truly, I'm not, because they're doing what makes them feel good or what have you. But mind you, she is, the minister and this and that and the third, and she'll post pictures and when she's going to church and with her family, all of this stuff. Like she's just, all of her pictures is just like she's, just this top notch, uh, you know, um, awesome woman of God, and she's doing all of these great things. And I don't mind, you know. But based on the fact that I would notice she would watch everything that I would post, and then when I did that, it really pressed her. And what I felt was people get angry with you because you're doing something that they wish they could do. You know, you don't have to be a millionaire for people to be jealous of you or to envy you. Just you being yourself gets on somebody's nerves like nobody's business. you know, just you being yourself, just you being your genuine self bothers somebody. The sweet tea is so good, but don't let it get watery. Oh my God. Mm. If you're just a naturally charismatic person, or if you have talents that someone else don't have, people will get angry with you about that, you know? And I mean, I just found that really funny because, she have all of these millions of um, people that love her. If she posts a pic, she get like a million hearts, or, and stuff like that. I do not care about. I can care less about any of it because, again, like I said, it's so much that goes on behind the scene of, people posting on social media. It's so much that we don't know what's really going on with that person, you know, um, why they're, some people are really seeking attention. For some people, maybe they didn't get a lot of attention growing up in school. Maybe they weren't the popular ones. So now, for whatever reason, they may have a career that where they're celebrated a lot, or maybe they feel like a big wig now, and they're the cool kid on campus, so they're feeling themselves. Me, on the other hand, I can make a friend just by blinking my eyes, because again, I genuinely love people and all of that, and I never cared for a big crowd, none of that. I've always been the type of person, I like to do something because I'm passionate about it. You know, because I'm passionate about it. If I'm not passionate about it, like I don't want to do it. You know, I'm not a materialistic person. Like, I like nice things. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not hung up on that type of stuff. Like, I'm more into what really matters, right? So, um, again, I just thought that was hilarious. And then another thing is, people will get upset with you for doing something that they celebrate someone else for doing. Make sense? People will get upset with you for doing the same exact thing that they celebrate other people or support them for doing. For instance, they'll post someone else's quotes, pictures of celebrities and people that they don't know. They'll share someone's reel they don't know, someone's TikTok they don't know, but it's simply because they enjoy it. But now you, on the other hand, if they know you or know of you personally, and they see that now you're doing it, it's like, oh, people be doing the most, you know, or everybody got to be seen, or it's like, why are you stressed, darling? Like, what is your problem? You do it on a daily basis with people you don't know. But you mean to tell me you're stressed out by my TikTok or my YouTube video or something like that? Like, why is you stressed? I thought you was too blessed to be stressed. What had happened? That's my down south talking. So I think it's funny, and here's a kicker here. And I chuckled to myself so hard. I went on her TikTok one day, what have you. How about girlfriend got these videos where she's on there singing, and I'm not talking about praise and worship songs. She's on there singing SWV, talking about she weak in the knees, all this type of stuff. She's up there all posted up. She's up there doing duets, and I just was like clicking on. I said, I'm like, not the good woman of God. No, ma'am, not the good woman of God. Doing all of that. But again, people, they secretly want to do things that you're doing, that you're just very, you're original, you're unique, and you're just being yourself. you know and some people are gonna have a problem with that, but you're gonna have to overcome it, because I said to myself, well, Lord, what you have blessed me with is what I'm gonna use. It's what I'm gonna do. And I messed around and let these fries get cold. And you know what? Maybe it's me, but is McDonald's getting more and more expensive? Because my son, he had a combo meal or whatever. This is like the double fish fillet here. These are so good. Oh my God. Let me see. And I like the double fish fillet because that one little fish they give you is not enough or what have you. I'm gonna have to go ahead and start making my own fish fillet meals. Just do I know you can do like codfish. I've seen someone do it on YouTube, and I gotta follow that recipe and just get my own fries or what have you, and really just start making this meal. But I paid close to $20 for this, and I'm like, McDonald's be tripping, and I'm like, okay, because I could have went to Burger King, I could have went to Wendy's, and I'm always getting like Burger King coupons and everything But you know, I had a taste for fish fillet. I don't know any places that really have really good fish fillets. And I love McDonald's Big Macs. I'm gonna have to learn to make those as well. But anyhow, I'm just like, before we know it, the combos, like if you get two combos, it's gonna be close to about, to about $35, $40, for a simple combo meal. And I'm like, really? Okay. I could have did a 4 for 4, or just something, you know, mind you, I'm on the frugal side too, so like I don't, I've often shared this with my mom and associates, friends, and stuff like that. I always make this joke. I say a lot, if I ever become a billionaire or a millionaire, no one would ever know it. Reason being, because I'm frugal. I love to shop. I love to spend, but trust and believe, when I go shopping, I'm at the clearance. I'm looking around. I'm just always trying to get the best deal, you know. And I've been like this since a kid. Since a kid, when I would get like shopping money to go back to school or what have you, my mom would just, and my dad would give me money to do my shopping. I was just frugal. Okay, I got to get a bite of this now, y'all. I was frugal with my money, but now when it was time for them to pay, I was grabbing everything. But I'm like, oh, this is my money. Okay, got it. Okay, I don't know. Should I warm this? It's not good to really warm up food that have like mayo and stuff on it or what have you. Mm, so good. Mm, it just reminded me of it's this TikTok going on, joke or whatever, and I don't know if you all have seen it yet, but the lady the lady is eating a chicken salad, and she's like, "Oh, you better go get you one." This is what I can say about this: this double fish fillet. Y'all better go get you one. Mm, mm, so good. But leave a comment below to any of you that have experienced, you're doing some new things or you're stepping out of your shell, and all of that good stuff, and you've had people to, to hate on you, tell you you're doing too much. When honestly, and I'm not talking about if you're really showing off. No, I'm talking about those of you who are just being your genuine selves. Leave me a comment and let me know, how do you all deal with that? Mm, 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 mm. Excuse me. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. You know it's good if you do your dance. Sometimes I like to dip my fries in the tartar sauce. Mm. So what you all plan on doing? It's Friday, you know. How are you guys gonna spend your Friday evening? Are you going out with friends? You going to the movies? You're going bowling? Like what will you guys be doing? Or you just hey, you just grabbing a pizza and staying home and watching good movies, which is the type of stuff that I like to do. I do love bowling and getting out though for movies and stuff like that. And Netflix lately have been showing some really good movies. I was surprised, you know, because sometimes Netflix will have their dry moments, and it's just like, oh, okay, nothing on here I really want to see. But I got to do a movie review for. I saw the movie The Good Nurse. Good movie. Well, I can probably just give a little smidget of a review now. I know that it's based on a true story, which is it's just so sickening because after all of the whole Dahmer bit, I'm like, now we got to get into the mind of another psychopath here. This guy Charlie. So if you haven't seen it yet, you know this might be a little bit of a spoiler. It's on Netflix. It's called The Good Nurse. Good movie, but I thought it was a little. I thought it was a kind of short. You know, I really wanted to go more into. I wanted it to go more into Charlie's background. I wanted to see because, excuse me, he worked at about 9 different hospitals because this guy was going all over the place, offing, you know, patients or what have you. He was putting insulin and some other drug in their IV bags and everything. Just, you know, wicked guy, mentally disturbed, unstable, you know, and I'm like, wow. Because again, he kind of reminded me of that same personality of the monster, you know, story that, you know, I'm pretty sure everyone by now have seen it. So it was a good movie. Kerry Washington's husband, he's in it. I love him. Oh my God, he's such a handsome man. I think they make such a cute couple. He's a good actor as well. I'm not sure who's, you know, like I said, I would have to do a little bit of research before I can do the whole review for it. But I would say check it out. It's a good movie. I haven't even done the review for Tyler Perry's movie, A Jasmine's Blues, which I thought it was actually pretty good coming from him. No pun intended. Just in case I ever get to work with you, Tyler, know that I'm going to keep it real. Know that I love some of your work. You know, put me in the Christian stuff. Let's just put it that way. If you get back into the plays or you do a little sitcom, I would love to audition to do the Christian stuff, you know, like how you use the Browns or what have you. Keep me on those levels, you know, because Tyler, he's really, you know, he's been getting off the chain, you know, and I spoke about that in my review for his movie Homecoming, you know, and other stuff that he's doing, so I just have to be honest about it, So anyhow, I was just like, okay, a Jasmine Blues. Um, it was um, it was pretty good. Of course, it was sad. Um, the ending, it was tearjerker. A lot of parts of it was. Um, for some reason, it kind of gave me the color purple vibes for some of the scenes, like the mother in the movie. She had two sons, complete opposites. Um, but it gave me the vibe of the whole juke joint, Suge Avery from the color purple. And I think Tyler probably, took some of those ideas, but, turned it into something of his own because he loves the color purple and all of that. All of his earlier plays, he would always do little skits from the color purple. We all love the color purple, you know, most of us do, I'm sure. So it was giving me that whole Suge Avery vibe. It was even one lady that, she had on a red dress, the whole flapper look and all of that. And it was really giving Suge Avery, you know. So yeah, certain parts of it I thought about the color purple, you know. But it was pretty good. It was a different side to Tyler Perry that was refreshing to see. And, for him to let us know that he can do something completely different and it can be, well orchestrated, or what have you. So, because I like the mind of like Spike Lee, the way he can put his films together and, the storyline, just his uniqueness in his films or what have you. I've always admired Spike Lee. Anyhow, I'm going to finish this and I will be back on soon. And I pray that you guys will have a very blessed weekend. Be safe tonight. Definitely be safe. Watch who you're hanging around. Make sure you're hanging out with friends and not snakes because we see what's going on in the world, so especially, like you teenagers, young adults, please be safe. Okay. I will see you next time. Go and get you a fish fillet meal. Take care. I'm Queenly Vibes. Like, share, subscribe. God bless you.